it in there. The fact that the black and gold is official, and this is reported by uh, Jordan Schultz, and now PFF is reporting it, that the Saints have officially signed Jarvis Landry to the fold. So there you go. Saints have gotten him. Jarvis Landry is official while we up here talking. It's official. Breaking news. The New Orleans Saints have signed Jarvis Landry, according to the source, which is Jordan Schultz, and PFF is another one that's confirming this, man. So it should be happening. So it's going to be fun, man. So a 5-time Pro Bowl wide receiver with an impressive 43 career touchdowns from Louisiana, starred in nearby LSU. He's only 29 years of age. I'm told Landry wants to keep playing for many years. Juice is coming home. This is from Jordan Schultz, works with ESPN and other of the national syndications. But, man, this is a positive, man, as the black and gold have gotten it. So breaking news, fam. PFF and Jordan Schultz are reporting that Jarvis Landry, it's official, is signing with the black and gold. So we don't know the particulars of the deal right now, but I'm pretty sure that'll be forthcoming, man. So very positive, very positive, very positive. No matter how you slice it, it's very positive, man. And it's awesome because the Who Dat Nation is in effect, man. We continue to build. We said that Landry was on his way. He's helped solidify the wide receiver room, and we still got some more work to do. We still got some work to do. They don't understand. They keep talking Tom Brady, all this stuff about Tom Brady. Keep it up, dumbass national media. Keep it up, keep doing it. Allow the Saints to fly underneath the clouds. Allow them to fly. Let Tampa Bay be the lightning rod for the storm while we just sail smoothly on into some championships here. Man, I'm telling you, man, it's special. And that's why I got to commend Dennis Allen, family. I got to give Dennis Allen respect because a lot of these are movements, people are questioning whether Coach Payton would have did it. Whether he did it or not, it doesn't matter at this point. But the reality is that Dennis Allen ain't playing no games. Dennis Allen sit here and watched this team and knew what the offense need to get going, addressed it in the draft, addressed it with wide receiver play, and then ultimately they're moving forward. So once again, fam, just to let you know, appreciate your OG and Hoodie for chiming in, man. We're going to keep this thing running. We got at least another 30 minutes or so before Dennis Allen pops up for the rookie mini camp interview. Well, that's actually, that's tomorrow. I'm sorry. I'm thinking it was tonight. It was actually tomorrow. That's the 14th. I'm sorry. But anyway, yeah, we're going to keep it going as well. So I appreciate the family members chiming in. Hit the button, fam. Cartel, bro. What's up, fam? GB, it's a 1-year deal. Okay. Thank you, brother. All right. I'm going to see if I can look up the particulars of the deal, fam, while everybody are chiming in this thing. But, man, listen, this is a positive no matter how you slice it, fam, dealing with all this in here. Very positive. Very, very positive, man. All right. We got GM Kev and then Uncle Paulie going to chime in this thing next. So much love to the fam. Appreciate y'all chiming in the stream. Jarvis Landry is out there, man. Jarvis Landry is officially signed with the black and gold. So we're going to bring in Kev and Uncle Paulie right there. Uncle Paulie, stay put where you at, my friend. We're going to bring in GM Kev to talk on this thing. And Hoodie, thank you, Hoodie, for the super chat. Hoodie says, Big Q, no one believed me, bro. I said on my show, he's signing with the Saints by Friday. I called it. Move them chains, hearing this and done all season long. He spoke about it while you were speaking about it. It wasn't official when you got off, and then OG got on. That's when it started. That the breaking news just hit the Twitterverse. All right, so we're gonna bring in GM Kev. Kev, welcome to the stream. How you doing, brother?
Q, you can hear me?
Yes, sir. Loud and clear.
Bro, I don't know what's going on, but this is some of the strangest stuff I ever seen.
Okay.
About an hour ago, Quan, I seen this Instagram. I follow him on Instagram, and he was excited about going to Miami. I don't know if that was a verbal or written. I don't know if the paperwork came over that, but doesn't it seem ironic as we sign Landry, that tweet, I mean, not tweet, but that Instagram is deleted? It's gone silent. Everybody's contacting like, hey, Quan, what's up? No answers. So then I'm seeing Mickey sign Jarvis. could we have a combo going here? Because Mickey said, hold on here. Hold on. Before you go there, we got a deal for you. You got some of your LSU people coming back, so you come on back home.
Kevin, you
And
do
he's
a
going
pretty good
silent.
Mickey there, brother. You do a pretty good Mickey there, Kev.
Hey, he's going silent, bro. Like he ain't reaching out
Thank
to
you, Edward.
nobody. No, he deleted everything. So, sometimes in those situations you get a verbal. And you be like, okay, yeah, I'm agreed to it. Y'all send me over the paperwork. But I don't know if the Saints got some inside people working. Got, hey man, look, Miami about to send them some papers. Hold up, no, they ain't about to happen. So something going on back here, bro. But I can tell you, the Saints are working, bro. They working, bro. So I won't be, it's up in the air right now. So, bro, this is exciting, bro. We about to have a monster squad, bro.
Yeah, this is awesome, Kev. And big ups to Edward Green.
Awesome.
Edward, thank you for your super chat. Edward said, no freaking way, Big Q. He says, put that man in the slot now. So I mean, yeah,
Yeah.
this is and like I said, fam, they're not screwing around. The Saints are not playing no games. They're not screwing around. They're not screwing
Yeah.
around.
One of my homeboys is a Dolphins fan too, and he texted me like, "Hey man, we about to get one of your boys used to be over there." And then I heard somebody in the chat saying, "So I'm like, okay, all right." I didn't even go to the ESPN website. I went to Twitter, not Twitter. I went to Instagram, and he was up there, bro, putting all his Miami stuff up there, but it disappeared.
Right. Yeah, what do you think happened, Kev? You want to what you think happened, bro? You think
You know what happened? I intervened. You know
old
what
Mickey,
happened?
old Mickey got involved, huh?
Or maybe them LSU guys got together on the phone and started talking, and
Yeah. Yeah, that probably was the case. That's what happened, probably, Kev. We got DC. Hold on, Kev, stay right there, bro. DC,
I,
you on the line, bro? Can you hear?
Yo, what's
What,
happening, Big Q?
what's going on, my brother? Great news,
I'm chilling with.
man. Great news. Jarvis
Yeah,
Landry is in the fold. You want to elaborate, talk on that, DC?
man. Yeah, man. It's an amazing time, bro. A beautiful day. The only thing is Friday the 13th, man. I hope it go in a positive way for us with all the superstitious bull crap. But man, Jarvis Landry posted an amazing video too on his Twitter, man, and just put that up maybe a couple of minutes ago. And this like wow, bro. The Saints ain't playing no goddamn games.
Nah, they're not playing,
Between
bro.
this and I saw Jameis for the first time yesterday, man, on the NFL Network with the scheduling show, right? And he looked extremely focused, dude. He made a believer out of me. I think it's something really is different with him. Not to say I didn't think he was gonna be good if it wasn't. So looking at him be focused, seeing the media team, man, kind of do what they did with the Saints scheduling show. They had Juvenile up there and Chopper, really interesting, and a step up in our media department, right?
Mm-hmm.
We got Dennis Allen going out, drafting the goddamn players we want. They signing the free agents we want. And then my man GM Kev just spilled the beans on Quan because I was wondering what's going on with him with the LSU reunion going on there. Shit, at this point, I wouldn't be signed if we signed goddamn OBJ too. It's the Saints trying to do it all, man. It's an excellent time, man, to be in that Who That family, bro. It look like we're gonna have some special days ahead. And this may be a real special season, win, lose, or draw on that Super Bowl stuff. I just think whatever they do this season, man, this is gonna go down in history and be looked at as a remarkable, special, kind of culture shifting season for us because we're going into a new era. No Sean Payton, no Drew Brees, but we still got out the Dennis. We still got Mickey in there, man, and he's showing you that with or without Sean Payton, the Saints are still a top flight organization. And yeah, I'm pretty sure we're going to miss some things with Sean Payton. And yeah, we're going to take a step back somewhere because of Sean Payton, obviously. But in those places we take a step back, it looks like we might be taking a few steps forward. So it may cancel out, man. So this is going to be an exhibition, I think, to the rest of the league and how you transform and go into the new era once you lose your superstar quarterback, and then next your superstar head coach, and then don't miss a beat.
It's
Hey DC,
fantastic,
I thought it was
fantastic.
something with Quan, because you know Miami, they under the spotlight from the Flores stuff with the investigation and people paid them to lose and all that stuff. So I thought they might be trying to go strictly by the book, like, hey, don't post it right there. We're gonna do this in the media, we're gonna do everything right. We got eyes on us, right? I'm like, okay. Then I'm seeing Landry got signed right in the middle. I'm like, hold on, something going on here, because it's gone. And usually by now, if they made that signing, it would be up all over networks, but it's just gone black. So I'm like, is Mickey working in the background? Something going on here, bro.
Oh yeah, yeah. You raised an interesting point on that, Kev, because listen, the Saints want Quan Alexander here. You know they do. Now the reality is he won't cost them a lot of money. So, and the Saints' stratagem for this year was to allow the free agency to act as the floor in which players are paid. They want the market to set the value on the player, and they've done that several times during this period. And it's the same thing with Quan Alexander. So if the Dolphins are interested in signing Quan Alexander, and they came close, maybe the Saints are swooping in, like you're saying. Well, I can see Mickey Loomis doing that at the last moment, saying, "Hold on, what are they offering you? What are they offering
Yep.
you?" And well,
Yep.
I tell you what we're gonna do. We're gonna give you that, and we're gonna up this by this in here and give you an extra year on it. And that could have backed them off. So you never know. This is special going on right here. The black and gold are swinging for the fences. Jarvis Landry signing is special. Quan Alexander will complete the defense. In my estimation, and the offense have just gotten a severe boost by having Jarvis Landry there. Like we talked about, and we made mention on this show. We just mentioned it earlier when Hoodie was in, talking about insurance policies. If anything, Jarvis Landry represents that. So, you know, we're dealing with Mike Thomas, and you still a fundamental, even if Mike has a setback, you know, you have Jarvis Landry there and Chris Olave. I mean, are you kidding me? I
But
mean,
he's
do you
gonna
have
take a
all three
pressure.
of
He's
them?
gonna take the pressure off a lot of them guys, though,
All of
because
them.
this would be the first time that we had a slot guy like with that caliber in a long time.
That is, what's the, if he, in more than likely, he'll operate in the slot with
Mm-hmm.
Michael Thomas and healthy and Chris Olave there. I would have to say Jarvis Landry in the slot is probably the best slot weapon we ever had. I mean, totally slot
Yep.
wide receiver. He's the most accomplished, the best slot wide receiver you've ever
Yeah.
had. There is nobody that comes close to him. The best slot man you can name up to date is Lance Moore for the black and gold. That's the best you can do.
You read my mind, Big Q.
And that was years ago. So you know that it's been a while since we had a slot guy that dynamic, you know.
So how great is it though, DC? I'm gonna let you chime in and tell me what y'all think about this. I'm gonna bring in Uncle Paul in a second. The idea that the Saints, and for years we were searching for slot weapons, couldn't get the right guy. You know, Dennis Allen comes. He comes in as the head coach. He tells Mickey Loomis, "We ain't playing no games. We're gonna get this Super. I know exactly what's wrong with the offense. We're gonna do this." Has a solid draft. Gets a star wide receiver, the perfect complement to Mike Thomas. Mike mentors the guy. Harmony already. You are online to get Jarvis and Tyrann Mathieu. Play the patient man game on both them and get them at the rate that they wanted to get them at. See, this is absolutely fantastic, because the Saints could have pounced on Tyrann Mathieu prior to the draft if they were impatient. But they waited to see how the market, and then they said, okay, that's enough. Look like he ain't gonna get it. And then they pounced on him and signed him. And then you look at the contract, we showed it the other day, totally agreeable for both sides. Great contract. The Jarvis Landry is gonna be the same way. But the Saints appeased the slot weapon DC we've been having for some time, a opening there, as we try to bring back Kenny Stills to help out in that role. So I mean, to have Jarvis Landry here in that role, and Dennis Allen doing everything, the Tyrann Mathieu signing, the solid draft, and just navigating all of the difficulties of what we've seen this offseason, this is monumental. So I mean, what you think about that, bro?
Man, not only is it monumental, man, it's a shift in philosophy, because what I see, the Saints are smart as hell, and regardless of Sean Payton leaving, we're on one accord. They seem to know what they were gonna do, even with Sean Payton leaving before he left. Like, all right, imagine this: we're switching the way we did things. Look at all of our big money contracts, during the Sean Payton era. When you really look at it, we didn't spend like big money on the offensive side of the ball other than Drew Brees, right?
Right.
But one of the biggest fumbles in history we signed a safety. You know what I mean? We over there, we paying Cam Jordan. We was paying the big guys up front, you know, and on the offense, obviously we paid the offensive line. So I'm forgetting about that. But skill positions, we didn't really pay those guys, right? We didn't pay cornerbacks. We didn't pay because we was always crying about cornerbacks. Didn't pay linebackers for a while, right? Sean Payton and them, they get together, they build up the defense, spend all of their money over there. Now it's almost like, okay, we got those guys in house, and we got guys at reasonable prices on defense. And we went and we spent money on offense. So I think this is gonna be the new thing. We're gonna get guys on offense, probably get some of these guys we want, or keep them around, and they're gonna slowly but surely. A lot of the guys we plan on defense probably gonna, you know, get old. Guys are gonna retire. Hopefully, we can win a couple of Super Bowls, maybe have a mini dynasty. But they're gonna start building through the draft on defense, and it looks like to me what I'm seeing, Dennis Allen is gonna use what he saw Sean Payton do. Find unhidden gems on the defensive side of the ball instead of how we always did it on offense.
Mm-hmm.
And they're going to spend the money on the offensive side to make sure we still have those things to balance out, because obviously we feel like we can make things defensively. Like our secondary probably is going to get cheaper because Dennis Allen is going to feel like he can mold guys and build them up the way they did Marcus Williams. So, you know what I mean? It's a shift in philosophy. It's going to be a new brand of football, but it still seems we're going to have that same old Saints excitement, man. We're going to be a high octane team, but we're going to do it with defense and offense now. You know, similar to what we saw towards the end of the Sean Payton era when we finally got it together. Our offense was so top notch for a while, and we just neglected the defense. Then we finally got the defense together, and we started winning. So Dennis Allen and Mickey Loomis and the whole organization, they seem to be coming out with that already in mind and just kind of shifting where they're going to spend the money. That's what I kind of see long term. And I think the Jarvis Landry thing minimizes. Y'all might not like what I'm saying, but it's going to minimize that big hole or that big need we think we have at running back. Because now with a guy like that, you can dump it off 3 yards here in a cloud of dust to a receiver. Jarvis Landry is amazing after the catch. Probably going to be one of the best slot guys in the league. And with that, I think you can probably trust a guy like Dwayne Washington or Abrams, who we signed from Baylor, the rookie undrafted guy with high expectations. And you can lean on a Mark Ingram. We might not have to get a big name running back or try to get a guy in the trade because they ain't got a lot left in free agency other than maybe Philip Lindsay and Darren Williams, a brother from Kansas City. So I think this kind of kills two birds with one stone. It minimizes that need, and it also gives you another security blanket for Jameis. So you got two security blankets for Jameis, and now you got two deep threats, and then you got a guy in Marquez Callaway and whatever other receiver we probably keep, because I'm anticipating us keeping at least 6 receivers. So Traquan may be out, maybe he sticks around. And they bring one more guy or they bring 2 more guys and get rid of a guy like Traquan. So it's going to be an interesting training camp, too. We got a lot of guys, man. It's going to be a lot of competition. And I think the Saints are destined for success, man. I don't see how we can fail unless it's just an epic failure in chemistry. And we know that's not going to be the case because the guys that we signed, they all love it here, want to be here. They're hometown guys. And a lot of them have LSU affiliations or Ohio State. So we keeping the colleges together in-house when we don't have the city connection. So the Saints are hitting it out the park, man. This is by far the best offseason I've ever seen as being a part of the Who Dat Nation, man. I don't think I've ever seen a better Saints offseason. And with that, bro, I'm going to get up out of here, man. Shout out to everybody. I'm going to just be listening. I got to get back to what I was doing, go handle some business. So y'all stay up, brother. All right, Big Q, I'm going to holler at you later, man.
All right, DC, appreciate you, my brother, and be safe out there, my friend. Who that? All right, that's DC, man. Chiming in. Kev, man, it's official. We talked about it, and well, the family member was saying, Q, you was streaming during it. You knew something was going to happen. Well, I mean, you know what? My thought process was that I was saying Jarvis Landry will come because we heard we talked about it, Kev. You sent me something about the Ravens' interest and the market, monetarily speaking. Jarvis Landry knew that if you was gonna pair him, you know, which teams look good and what the Saints are doing when the Tyrann Matthew signing, that lets you know the Saints ain't playing no games. You know, so you either go to Jarvis Landry, follows the Baltimore, goes up there with Marcus Williams, or take Tyrann Matthew down here in the Bayou and come back home. My man, this is huge.
I think it was a LSU connection that helped landing them here. You know,
yep.
By you getting Tyrann, I think that kind of opened the door for the Saints. You know, they bringing in a lot of.
You knew that was going to happen, Kev. You knew that when they signed Tyrann Matthew, that Jarvis Landry was coming.
Somebody else was going to come. I didn't know who.
No, you knew
somebody was coming.
I knew you. Also, I was like, listen, you get the Honey Badger, you get Jarvis, because what that does is it'll give him an idea. Because Jarvis Landry, you know, how many players who were productive at LA? I mean, these are two unique situations. Both of those guys are from the area. Both of them went to LSU. They're both free agents at the same time. And then you mean to tell me you can finish on the back end of your careers? You can come to New Orleans. And Landry's 29. You can come home to a team that's ready to compete for championships. You can come home. So, I mean, I knew that would be the path.
Because it's not just about the on-field stuff. It's the off-the-field stuff they're going to sell, too. Him coming back home, being in the neighborhoods and being back home with all the old coaches and, you know, familiar faces, that's going to do a lot to boost their revenue, man, even before they even get on the field. Those jerseys are going to be selling hot, you know. So, I mean, who you going to double team now? You can't double team Mike now. You can't double team Chris Olave. You can't double team Jarvis. If you double team one of them, somebody's going to be open.
It's amazing, bro. Absolutely amazing. The Saints are swinging for the fences. We've been saying that. The actions have shown you. When they were trying to get Deshaun Watson early, we knew the Saints' mentality is to build a contender right goddamn now. When Cam Jordan was saying, we knew that Cam, in several years remaining on this deal with Demario Davis, at the window of opportunity you have is now, and you correct some issues on the offense, the team could be very strong. So, and I don't want to throw this in this with this whole thing, the last, you know, deal with Coach Payton taking a slide out, but maybe you move a little prematurely at that player. You done jumped out there a little bit. But the reality is, if you watch the draft was exactly played out just like what a lot of family members were saying. Thank you, Samuel, for hitting that subscribe button, fam. Welcome to the fam. Samuel Weiser. Much love, fam. But the Saints bringing home Jarvis Landry, Tyrann Matthew. Not just that, but these are incredibly tough players. I mean, in terms of, these are really solid players, Kev. You just got some guys you got guys that have starter potential that's going to come here and fill it in multiple ways, both versatile. You play inside and out. He don't have that speed anymore, but he catches everything. He's an insurance policy as well. And you see these guys out there with the rest of them, the offense, and then the Chris Olave, the pinning. And now you're just looking at the running back position. They kind of get a little depth there in case what happened with Kamara, maybe something at the tight end position. But if you look at the drafted, even the 17 undrafted college free agents the Saints signed, all of them are loaded with years and played multiple tons of college games and experience. A lot of them are draft picks, were former team captains, you know, high morale guys. So the Saints had a plan and they beat the hell out of this offseason, man.
Man, it's I mean, it feels like something that should have been done, but I guess, you know, it's better late than never. But man, I you know what, bro, I'm on the move right now because we've been jumping for this for years, bro. Like, you know, when it comes to the draft.
Well, besides now every felony I could do.
Somebody got an echo?
I have.
All right, whoever got your floor model TV on, please turn it off so so you can hear. Somebody got a floor model TV on, man.
But yeah, think about it. Jarvis' game is not.
That might be me.
All right, Prom.
Man,
Prom got the floor model.
Got that Zenith flow model. I just got off of work, bro, and then just turned this on. I'm gonna see, man, is this real?
Yes, this is
working,
real,
bro.
Man,
it's Q.
Wow.
Man, every time Q do this stuff like this, bro, somebody from the Saints Network is watching. Shout out to the Saints Network for watching. They say we got to make some moves.
Look,
And that's
let me
what they
tell
did,
you.
bro.
Thank
Let
you,
me tell
Rich.
you. I predicted. And Q, you remember this? I've been predicting 12-5 since the draft. Now I might have to up that a couple of games.
Thank you, Rudy.
Because
Thank you,
who
Rudy.
the hell are they gonna stop now?
Bro,
That's
it's
gonna
gonna be
open up the running. That's gonna open up the running game.
oh my God, it's gonna be this gonna be exciting, bro.
Tom, you see
Exciting.
everybody, Tom Brady, this and Tom, man, we're gonna win this division back. The division is ours.
Wait, man.
It's done.
But just think about it. Jarvis' game is not the pretty game in wide
Slow
receiver.
down
He's
out
that
there.
tough guy gonna go across the middle and take those hits because there's not many receivers want to do that, bro. You know,
Exactly.
he's gonna be that guy that do that. So that when you get that guy that want to go in the middle and do that, everything else gonna open up. And he know he gonna take the lick. It ain't too many dudes gonna want to do that, knowing they gonna get hit going across that
Nope.
middle.
No.
Nope, sure don't.
And the thing about this whole situation is, I've been saying this for the last couple of years, but to me, I just have this sinking feeling that it's really been Peyton that's been holding this team back from making smart
Absolutely.
moves.
Yes, exactly.
Nope.
Hello,
But
ding, ding, ding.
people said he was making wild accusations when Q said that. He was making wild accusations.
Too much.
They ain't want to hear it.
Nope.
Because what is known that is a known fact that he was thinking about it. He was thinking about leaving in 2017 and 2018.
Bro,
He really has not been the same coach ever since on Bonnegate.
I know.
He used to be fiery. He used to talk bad about the referees, and he just lost all that.
Yeah.
Oh, man, we going to Super Bowl.
Man, we're going a long way, bro. It's gonna be
Yeah.
on
Passed it by. We saw it.
Hold on, one at a
4
time, my
years,
brothers.
the boxer in the playoff.
Oh, okay, we got now just to introduce the family that's chiming in. We got Brother Prime chimed in on the show. He's stepping in along with Jim Kev. We're gonna let Kev finish and start in a minute. Brother Prime joined in. Uncle Paulie's in the building, and we got Brother Byron chiming in as well. Let me give a shout out. Much love to the family on the panel. Let me give a shout out to Rich Rules. Thank you, Brother Rich, for your super chat. Says our Saints Mobile just got some new tires. Great pickup. Now get me a running back. Thank you, Brother Rich, as well. And appreciate our new subscribers. Rudy Rock, hit the subscribe button. And Samuel Weiser, subscribe. So welcome to the family on that. I appreciate y'all. Tramal says, Q, call Bigelow and see if he got up off the floor. We done knocked Malone on the floor with this sign. He's like, man, the Saints, what are they doing? We playing for championships. We ain't playing no damn games. We telling you
I'm
that.
sitting on my steps in my house right now. I'm sitting on my steps. I'm just like looking at the floor. I can't, like I was telling the brother earlier today on State of the Saints, and I was telling him 12-5, and
Prime.
we gonna sweep the division.
Mhm.
Damn, this shit's gonna happen. They can't mess with us, brother. We dangerous.
Brother Prime.
The one thing
Brother Prime, Brother Dave and Rashard's in the chat, PNP family from Carolina.
Go
says,
Bob.
Week 3, we want the smoke. You gonna get it. You gonna, hey, listen, Brother Rashard, Brother Dave, let me tell you something, brother. Did you see the screen? The top, brother Rashad and Dave didn't want to talk about that Tyrann Matthew signing. They ain't want to talk about that too much.
They
ain't remember that. Remember that? Y'all remember that in the NFC South show? They didn't want to talk. When I threw it in there, they was like, get out of here. Okay, they didn't want to talk about that. But can we talk about Jarvis today? Do you see what we doing here?
Yeah.
Do you see what we building? Do you see what we building here, Brother Rashad, Brother Dave? Do you see what we building? This real stuff going on here, bro.
It's some real stuff shit we doing, bro.
We coming, brother. We coming. But
we will sweep the South. I'll put money on that. We gonna go 14. We gonna go 14-3 or 15-2.
It's up there.
Because they're pissed. They're pissed, bro. These are the kind of moves you make when you're pissed at somebody. Oh, I'm gonna get a little bit of every fucking body. Man. And you know something? Fellas? That boy we got from the running back we got from Baylor, that boy gonna make the team. He gonna be dangerous.
Yeah, Aaron Smith. He good, bro.
Because he's not afraid to hit the linebackers. He used to be a damn linebacker.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
I think
That boy gonna probably be another Earl Campbell.
I
I'm
think.
going way back there.
Hey, I'm gonna tell you something, brother Prime. I think the rest of the family members in the NFC South are in trouble, man. I
Deep
think
trouble.
you. I think
They
you're in
in big
trouble.
trouble.
I think you're in trouble. You see the
The
They,
Saints.
whole
they in
league.
big
You see
trouble.
the Saints bringing in Landry and Tyrann Mathieu in the same offseason, and having a solid draft. Like a lot of people not respecting the Saints draft because it wasn't fanciful. It wasn't all glittery and stuff. It was a solid draft, and we met needs. We got versatility. We got depth. Even the college, the undrafted signees, they fit the bill. They improve the team. Its competition across the board will be fierce.
They need to
So
change their
let's go.
prime time schedule, gentlemen. They need to put us on a couple of Sunday night games now. Knock some people out.
Mm.
It
On the road,
probably
bro.
it might likely happen that way because the Saints is much CTV. They've been that way. This is fantastic.
Yeah.
Byron, go ahead, bro. Let me give you a chance to chime in, bro. What do you think about the moves, bro?
Man, look, bro. Today is a good day, bro. Today is a good day. It's Friday, bro. I'm so happy. I'm honored, happy. I'm pumped up, this, bro. I'm really so in a good mood right now, bro, because we got my boy Landry back home, the Honey Badger back home. Man, let me tell you, bro, it's on like conky, boy. It's gonna be like a donkey like a race this year, bro. Cause we're gonna have a fantastic season, though, bro. I'm so excited. My people, my family, man, they were like, man, they were blowing up my phone, bro. I had to give them a text back and say, man, they so excited that we got Landry and Honey Badger, and then the draft is so good. We got Chris Olave and Trevor Penny, and man, let me tell you, man, Jameis smiling right now, bro. I know Jameis smiling right now. I watched him last night on NFL Network, and he was saying about he was so in a good mood, and he's ready to get himself on the field for the open season. But man, bro, they don't know they're missing Q. They don't know we're missing the who that family. The Saints team is on a mission this year, bro. And I'm pointing everybody knows. I don't care if anybody say they hate on us or they want. They can talk about that smack. They can talk about that yada. But the Saints is on their mission. They on this, and they putting on notice this year, bro. Cause I don't care about the media, the social media. I don't care about Twitter, Instagram, Facebook. I don't give a crap. The Saints gonna do some whole lot of things and punch people in the mouth this year. And I can tell you that's how it's gonna be, and that's what's gonna happen because all the moves we made during the all season. We made some signing guys. We pick up some guys. We signed back. We made some moves, in the draft. We did some guys. We signed at depth on the offense and add more to the defense. But the defense loaded right now, bro. The defense all set. You know what I'm saying? But the offense, oh yeah, they catching up though, bro. And I can tell you one thing, bro. This Saints team, you don't want to mess with one bit ever. And I think this is gonna be like an awesome year for 2022 Black and Gold Nation, bro. Let's turn this thing up and get this thing party on.
Yep, I agree with you. And I said this. I've been saying this for the last 3 years. I like Jameis when he was quarterbacking for Tampa Bay. He just never had a good team and good coach around him. The young brother got talent, and I love the young brother because he's down to earth. He's not phony. And we need people. And like I said before, one of the previous shows, that the coach for Pittsburgh said, he want people that want to be here. He don't want hostages. We got people that want to play for the Saints, and that makes a hell of a difference. Especially when you got two homeboys playing for the Saints. Oh my
Come on
God!
Come on now.
Man, they're gonna have relatives in the stand. They're gonna be putting it all out there, leaving it all on the field. And we already had Cedar Deuce. Now we got the Honey Badger, and this other guy we got that made the
Marcus
video
May.
in front that made the video in Atlanta. Boy, do y'all realize that Brady is probably having nightmares right now of all the shit talking that's gonna go on with him, and they're gonna throw him off his game?
Man, Tyler is scared like he pee on himself. Like he got a wedgie in his behind. But I tell you one thing, you got Marcus May, you signed from the Jets. Like I said, Honey Badger, CD Deuce, Laddie Daddy, Old Debo. Let me tell you something, man. This secondary is gonna be off the heezy for sheezy though, bro. And I don't care nobody said, but the defense with that secondary is gonna carry the whole entire year into the season though, bro. Because we know we got the best defense as a unit though. I know that front seven, you got Olamada, you got Shy Tuttle, you got Katavius Street, you got Malcolm Roach, you got Cam Jordan, Davenport, DeMar. Man, look, bro, I'm ready, bro. I'm ready. I ain't gotta say it. I'm ready for this season to kick off. I look at the schedule. It looked okay, but I'm really difficult about that London game, that early game.
Right.
You know, that got me a head scratch on that door because we was in London 5 years ago. And why we gotta go back again? I know it's a home game. I get that, but why they ain't put the home game here and you gotta way travel the other sea and travel in London game? And you know, especially people don't get it early morning on a Sunday though, to be honest with you, bro. And I think this I told my people about this last night. They're not satisfied by that London game though, because that's way early. Because people gonna be like, don't get up that early on a Sunday morning. You know what I'm saying? But I told my people, I said, look, I don't know why they did that though, but I'm not satisfied the schedule came out though. But the first week, the Dirty Birds and the opener, we can take care of them. That's a win. The second in the Tom Brady, beat them 4 straight. That's a win. Kitty Cat.
Man, we about to go on the road. And the only game that I really gonna pay attention to is I want to keep my eyes on that second game against Tampa Bay to see if they're gonna try some dirty shit again.
Oh, they're gonna do some dumb shit, but they can't handle it against the Saints though. Because I know Tom Brady struggled against the Saints defense because he joined in Tampa a year ago. But I think Tom Brady is gonna have his handful against that defense, gonna get him so early like we did in the Halloween game last year, prior to we did in their own building on the road. So I think Tom Brady's gonna feel more afraid, but he's gonna feel nervous when that same defense get him in that game, and it goes coming over in week 2 at home down in the dome. I think Tom Brady should made mistakes. She never came back though. Tom Brady should just stay behind when he had to retire. But he won't be a fool to come back out of retirement, be gone for 1 damn month, and you trying to think he still got it. He's 44 years old. He about to be 45 less than 2 months away. So
Man, your body, your mind could say all kind of shit you think you could do once you get over 40, but your body has a different answer for it.
It's a different answer. So it's a mindset for Tom Brady that he's gonna have a strategy year, but it's gonna be a low blow for him and the team. While you gotta go against the Saints defense, gonna get at you so deeply, but it's gonna beat you anywhere it goes because Tom Brady not gonna get the ball handled quicker. Because when Tom Brady hold that damn ball in that pocket, what the thing's gonna do? Eat and beat the hell out of him.
Yep,
and that's what he's gonna do.
I'm gonna tell you.
He gonna play the whole year. I promise you that.
Let me hear from Uncle Paul. Go ahead, brother Prime. Finish your thought, then I want to hear from Uncle Paulie. What do you think about it too?
When y'all get a chance, go check out the Facebook page. I did a T-shirt concept design, and I'm calling it a Nola triangle. There's a Saint symbol and a triangle, and on the left hand side I got Laddie Daddy, and on the right hand side I got a Debo. He gonna Debo some motherfuckers. And then on top, we got the Honey Badger, and I'm gonna call him Mayday Marcus, because the receiver's gonna be like, Mayday, he's coming in. Man,
go check it out. Go check it out, Prime. I'm gonna check it out. Go ahead, Uncle Paulie. What you think, bro?
Hey, yeah. You know what? I'm glad now. I feel like the Saints are ascending. For the past 4 years under the old regime, I feel like the team just kept declining every year. And that's what it needed. You know, man, you hit the nail on the head. Getting Sean Payton out of here was the best thing that could happen to New Orleans. If everybody be honest. Because it just wasn't going to get no better. All these moves that went on would have never happened with Sean Payton here. LSU boys in the house, you know that wouldn't happen. He went to Ohio State or Timbuktu College in Canada.
Uncle Paul
was B. Sampson left tackle.
Uncle Paul, let me tell you something, man. The LSU thing, you make a strong point. That wasn't Coach Payton's cup of tea. LSU players up the street, he liked the Ohio State guys. Right. That's definitely the case. Crazy, but to get Tyrann Mathieu and Jarvis Landry here, within weeks of each other, coming in and signing them, I would maybe one of them, but not both. It'd be really fast because Coach Payton never done that before. He never done that in all of his years. Signed 2 impact LSU players in the same year to come on the team and help him. That's never been done before under Coach Payton. Speaking about LSU, he's done it with other players, but LSU, that you got a point on that. But go ahead, Uncle Paul.
You know what? That ain't happened since back the Dalton He and the Eric Martin days. Now you know we talking big now.
That's long.
And all them old schools, historically black college players that was on there. You ain't seen the same been doing that. Now, come on, y'all. Sean Payton game passed him by, and I'm finally glad the light came on. So he just finally came to the realization. Look, I need to get out of here for a while. My head's not in it. You know, the referees was against him. I mean, he couldn't get a call to say, I don't care how much he cussed and fussed. The referee would just look at him, so, all right, coach, you better calm down. You gonna get
Yeah,
on
we
sports?
got you now. We got something on you. We got something on you now.
Man. I mean, it's like Sean Payton hair was tired. He couldn't do no more for us. You know, we were kind of blaming Gail Benson and Mickey Loomis to a certain degree. But to be honest with it, all in all, we had to lay all the blame to Sean Payton. He the one caused this team to be like this. Time Carmichael we let the man call the plays and all this old stupid stuff. What y'all think?
I agree with it because I'm gonna tell you right now. I said this the last 3 years. He cost us the last 3 damn playoff games. He should have took Breeze out. He should have kept Taysom in the Minnesota game.
That's true. That's so true. Taysom was on fire. I don't know why he pulled up
on fire, bro.
Woo!
Shit.
Taysom was selling popcorn.
He's supposed to be. He's supposed to. And I said this last year. Put him at H-back and what they made him a tight end, as an F tight end or whatever that is. But this man, look, it's gonna. I'm gonna see the excuses now in the side back ass comments they're gonna make about the Saints from people like Five Head. What's his name? What is
Stephen A. Smith.
Stephen A. Stephen ass forehead.
Holy cow, here.
He got 2,000 forehead.
Hey, Brian, look, check it out. We got a new hater now.
Skip Bill Bayless.
We got a new hater now. His name is Jeff Saturday.
For sure,
Jeff Saturday is the new hater.
For sure, okay. Got him going, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah, Jeff Saturday is a Tom Brady worshiper.
That's what he is, though.
That's what a lot of those guys are. That's why they can't pick against him. They worship that man like Jesus or somebody.
Make it to New England, they would even sign him. That tells you something about Jeff Saturday.
You see, this may now. I was looking at State of the Sex earlier today when I was on my lunch break, and he was talking to your boy that does the games for the Saints for Channel 4. What's the sportscast name? What his name is again?
Not Mike Cotillier, huh?
No. The sportscaster that used to be with Channel 4 News.
Oh. What was he saying? What was he saying, Prime?
He's talking about
they were just talking about the Tampa game and stuff, and he kind of made an interesting statement. He said, I don't necessarily think that Tom Brady is gonna be playing with Tampa Bay when the season open. Wouldn't that be some shit that this forced this man to go his ass back into retirement? Wouldn't that be some shit? And then Tampa Bay really be screwed.
Oh, he's not gonna make the season. I'd be shocked and surprised if Tom Brady be on the center of all 18 games. I can't see it, y'all.
I can't see it.
I just don't think Tom Brady gonna keep up with it the whole season, though.
I'm gonna tell you right now. I'm gonna make this prediction. I already made my schedule prediction. I said 12-5, but we'll probably win 2 or 3 more games. I don't think we lose our first game until we play the Raiders.
No, I don't think. Well, I'm gonna put it like this though. I think the only game that's gonna be good that Cincinnati game because Joe Burrow and Jamal Chase because they from here though, so that's gonna be a good game. That's I'm gonna have my eyes on that circle right there on week 6 because the other games I ain't worried about because we can take care of the Raiders though. Baltimore, Lamar Jackson, they got an issue going on in the offense. The defense, I don't know about that. But the only game I'm worried about is Cincinnati because Cincinnati is more of my eyes on that, and I'm focused on that game because it's gonna be a good matchup between that team against us though. But anyway, the Atlanta game, the opener. In their building, we're gonna beat the smell out of their ass because Atlanta, they ain't nothing though, bro. They ain't not because you got Marcus Mariota, and you drafted Drake London. You don't have no receiver behind Kyle Pitts. So their offense is like a delusional, but they in a deep ocean right now though. So I think we're gonna take care of we're gonna take care of Atlanta though, and we're gonna come back home, take care of Tom Brady and the little Buccaneers, and then the Kitty Cats Carolina in their home building, and we're gonna go 3-0, and we're gonna get and travel to the London game. And get ready for Minnesota. Minnesota gonna be like, I don't know what's going on with Minnesota right now with Kirk Cousins and everything. So we're gonna take care of them. Yeah, we're gonna take care of them over the season in London. That game early 8:30 because that's gonna be an early game, bro.
Because I'm gonna tell you right now, we gonna be Atlanta. Like you remember the ass whooping you used to get when you was a kid, and you did something really mess up at the house, and your mama either told you go get that switch off the tree, or go get that slipper and whip your ass with that slipper, or they start talking about the belt. Ooh,
or that belt or a paddle gonna whip your ass up.
or whip your ass when you got out the tub.
I have to tell them, they gonna teach you a lesson. Say,
Worse.
don't do this, don't do this, don't put that stuff on the floor. You get your behind whooping, you gonna get learn.
We already done gave Brady PTSD.
Yeah, he gonna get a whole lot of TST this year again because Tom Brady ain't learned a lesson one bit. Because Tom Brady a fool, he gonna come back. Okay, well Saints gonna beat you and beat the hell out of you again because Tom Brady cannot go against the Saints. The Saints always do so good against Tampa Bay every year, but Tampa Bay don't have no answer against the Saints defense. So what's gonna happen this year? It's gonna be the same result.
It sure is, because as long as you put pressure on it, or I'm telling you, I could see that boy we got from Street.
Yeah, Street from San Francisco.
I know, just like it did Breeze, he's gonna do the same thing to Brady, and trust me, he's gonna be pumped up when we play the 49ers later on in the season.
Oh yeah, for sure. And you know some Major Prime, I think that the Tampa Bay offense is gonna struggle because when you go against that front four, that the Saints defense, they put a lot of pressure. And when they come out that middle, when you got DeMar Davis come up the middle, right? And you got Pete Werner. Let me tell you something. Tom Brady gonna have a long day against that Saints defense. I promise you, because Saints gonna go and beat Tom Brady anywhere they go, but Tom Brady gonna be holding that ball all day long. He ain't gonna get the ball in hand more faster, but he gonna hold that ball less than 5 minutes. And I promise you, the Saints gonna lock his behind up. They're gonna light him up. They're gonna light him up. And I'm just saying, that's how it's gonna be.
Shit, we got hitters back there now, man. Ooh. Wow. I can't wait till the season. I can't wait till the season. Oh my God.
Tom Brady still chasing records, and every time he drop back, he gonna get whopped. And you know he gonna start.
He gonna get wobbled up.
They'll give him a touchdown.
He gonna start seeing dead people. He gonna start seeing dead people.
You gonna see like dead people, like in a ghost in a feature.
Yep.
This is a tweet right here from Adam Schefter. Saints wide receivers now include 3 players that didn't play for New Orleans last season: Jarvis Landry, Chris Olave. He said didn't play, and that's Michael Thomas because of the injury. But this is the 3 top wide receivers you now have sitting on top of the wide receiver depth chart. Then, of course, underneath those guys is Deontay Hardy, it's Callaway, and whoever the Saints veteran, perhaps another veteran they can bring in outside of Jarvis Landry. They always seem to do that. The running back situation will be addressed. The Saints are not. They're not going. They see what you see. This is unlike previous years. And just to be honest with you, we talked about Coach Payton a lot. A lot of people had this thing where they was protecting Coach Payton, and I kept telling them, listen, the guy is the coach, not the Pope. Okay, so you can question the guy. You can talk about asking questions about whether or not these moves are going to help the squad or whatnot. Not taking anything away from what he's done to question somebody. I just don't understand that frame of logic, and I pushed that for years when people were having this.
I know you have.
This foolishness.
That's why the
great Saint think tank is so real, because people got tired of
all that
foolishness.
Real,
so I mean,
I'm glad you brought that up, Q. I can't wait to see after a game, win, lose, or draw, the media talking to Dennis Allen instead of Sean Payton, getting all soft and insulting people and all that.
You gotta give Dennis Allen credit, man. And let me tell you
a whole lot of credit, man.
You gotta give him credit because a lot of the things that this offseason was uniquely different because the Saints pretty much followed the same blueprint of what the family members were saying that the team needed. They actually was listening, and as before, they would purposefully not do what you're saying and try to do it their way, just to try to, almost like they're trying to prove you wrong, that, I'm going to do it this way. You look at what the Saints did in terms of the draft. How many times did people see the mock drafts? Even several of the ones I did had Chris Olave and Penning going there in the top picks.
Me too.
Multiple mock drafts out there had Olave and Penning, and the Saints went right on along and got those guys.
Mm-hmm.
You had and you look at the wide receiver. We talked about Tyrann Mathieu. You talk him being an interest in Tyrann Mathieu and what the Saints were doing. They actually closed the deal on him. They didn't let somebody else go out there and steal him from up under us. The Saints handle business.
You know something, brothers. I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna say this. I'm so glad. I'm gonna give a clap to Mr. Massage in Cleveland. I'm glad we did not give up all this stuff. We wouldn't have none of this.
On the real, man.
We wouldn't have the money. We wouldn't have the picks. And Q, I told you when all that was going on, I told you, Q, I said, Give him 2 more days. Don't let it stretch out the whole week it did. I told you by Wednesday or Thursday, if you ain't say nothing, just stop it. You remember that, Q?
Yeah.
So, oh God, this is wow.
It's awesome, bro. It's amazing.
Yeah, this is
Wow.
this is special. Look at the diehards are blown away because we knew eventually it was going to happen to Tyrann Mathieu. I mean, this is what, weeks within each other. We knew that once you get one, you was going to get the other one.
He
You know,
stayed in
so
Louisiana. He stayed close to home. He wanted to come and play back home.
he knew it was going to happen. He knew the Saints was going to match whatever anybody else was going to give him. The Saints had an opening for him. They knew that he would be the guy. And the reason why you bringing in players like Landry and Matthews is because they're trying to win the big dance. They're trying to get they want the trophy. The NFC
Now,
South, the
Yeah,
NFC South
I'm
is,
glad
listen,
of it.
the Tampa Bay
We-
Buccaneers, all that,
we
you
got
know,
the
we
number
talked
one
about
seed this year.
Tom Brady. You're talking about Tom Brady. You talking
Brady.
you talking about Tom Brady, and people are picking him. But even they were picking him even when they knew that the Saints picked up Tyrann Mathieu, who's a problem child for Tom Brady, and CeeDee Lamb and CeeDee Deuce
There
and
you go.
the rest of them were problem child. They're
Mhm.
not, and the thing is, they're not lured or thrown off about
Yeah.
the mystique of
No,
Tom Brady.
They're
No,
not, they're
they
not scared.
right. They're not
No, they're
scared.
not scared like
The
Curve Low.
Saints team is not blown away by the mystique of Tom Brady like a lot of these people are. That's out there
Mhm.
worshiping him because he won a bunch of championships. You give him his respect. This respect is due. But this is not
Oh, yeah.
Tom Brady from 5 years ago. This team is
Even
significantly
10 years
weaker
ago.
than what it was.
What?
Right. This is significantly weaker.
Yeah.
They lost 2
His-
offensive
his-
linemen that were starters that was really helping them. They had to put these other guys in. You don't know how they act. They got 2 wide receivers coming off a major injury that need to come back onto the team. They still
Little
weakened on the
Barnett
defense
banged
when right. They weakened on the defense. It's not the same Tampa Bay Buccaneers team. The
Mhm.
Saints,
Well,
they
you know,
disrespecting the Saints because of Jameis Winston. They don't think
There you
Jameis
go.
Winston can
There you
carry the
go, and I'm
team into
proud
the
of it.
playoffs. That's what it is. Because even
That's
when you
exactly
talk
it,
about
bro.
interceptions, we got questions on whether or not Jameis Winston can guide it. What you mean? He had 14 touchdowns against 3 interceptions. He was on par for one of the best seasons that he had. He might have not got the 5,000 yards, but he came damn close to it.
I don't care about the
Yeah,
yards.
real
I
close.
don't care
So,
about the yards.
it's
They didn't
just
talk
more the
bad
same.
like this about They didn't talk bad like this about Brett Favre.
I mean, see, that's also the fact that the Saints are not a well-liked team in these national circles. Outside
Never have been.
outside of the national people that cover the Saints. I mean that actually like the triplets and the guys that work for the big networks that specialize with the team, because Triplet is unique because he comes from the area. He's worked for Tom's Picayune and he went from there to ESPN, so he had a lot of the connections to get that job, and he got a connection back to the team. So he understands the thought process of the team to a degree,
Oh, yeah,
and
Mike
the
Hoss.
family base. No, Triplet.
No,
So-
Mike Hoss was the guy that made the comment I was telling you about.
Oh yeah, Hoss. Yeah, he old school. So I mean this is a part of the Saints business, man, across the year. The rest of these guys that's on these shows, that's on NFL.com and all these other places, they don't have the same pipeline. They had one guy, I remember Heath Evans. Heath Evans was on NFL. They got him off of that, but he was the one that was telling you and breaking it down about the Saints because he came from the culture. He knew what time it was. But a lot of these other peoples like Saturday and all these other people that don't understand, these people don't know what the hell they talking about, man.
They don't know a damn thing.
They
bro.
don't know what they
They don't
talking
know
about.
a damn thing.
They don't know shit, bro.
Constantly
be
cooking
this-
them. I'm constantly cooking and smoking these people on the show.
Like,
That's cheap work. That's
I'ma tell you
easy
right-
work. They can't
Cheap
I'm
withstand,
right
man.
now. I'm gonna tell you, Jameis is gonna get the last laugh this year. He's
He
gonna
sure
get
is,
him
bro.
He's gonna get him the Super Bowl ring. Trust me, we getting a ring this year.
For sure.
I just feel it because
That's
everything.
what the Honey Badger was saying. That's what the Honey Badger was saying in the press conference. He said all about championship. Let me tell you something, man. The Saints gonna know what they're gonna do this year, bro. Because you got the weapons we got right now with Jarvis Landry. You got Michael Thomas
Thank you, Rich.
back. You got Callaway, Traquan, Harty Harris. You got Taysom doing all this little gadget thing he doing. Switch army knife. The defense all set and everything. We got the Honey Badger, Marcus May, Cam Jordan, Jamar. The Saints is on this thing this year, bro. This is gonna be a fantastic year we're gonna have in 2022, bro. I'm looking forward to it. I'm so excited. I'm glad we got all the moves we signed during the all season. The draft we did same fantastic. We got Chris Olave, Trevor Penny gonna plug in right away, day one starter. You got DeMarco Jackson, Appalachian State. You got the other Jackson out of Air Force, the nose defensive tackle. Let me tell you, man, you think the Saints now do everything they're doing this past couple months? Man, they ain't got everything twisted. The Saints been doing this for the whole entire year.
I agree with you. And you said Traquan. I think Traquan is going to be the odd man out, but I think Callaway showed me some stuff last year. And I
he showed me stuff too.
He on the bubble for real.
Yeah, he's on the bubble because Callaway been doing this since Mike Thomas been out 2 years ago.
Man, I seen Callaway went up high and out of bounds for a couple of passes that he was still trying to catch. Traquan, I'm gonna tell you what's gonna happen is your Hardy is gonna be our wide receiver, and don't be surprised you see some full receiver stats out there because this kickoff return that we picked up as undrafted free agent.
That boy, Rashid
Shaheed.
Yeah, Shaheed. But the other boy, like that boy from Nichols, the other wide receiver, Dejon Dixon.
Yeah.
That boy, let me tell you, that boy is 6'4". He about 6'4", 225. Man, let me tell you, bro. Look, I ain't got nothing to say, bro. Saints gonna whoop some ass this year, bro. I ain't got nothing to say.
I thought this supposed to be a short stream, Q. You said 30 minutes.
Yeah, he said 30 minutes. Like 35, like me.
How about that? How about that one? Hey, Kev. Kev, but this is Kev though. This is Kev what Kev on anyway. Like when I say 30, 40 minutes, Kev be telling me what you doing. Keep it going. Go 6 hours. 6 hours.
Hit that like button. Hit that
like button. Get the hell out of that like button.
I cooked some food. We can keep on going about 9 o'clock tonight.
We go by 9:30. We go by 10 o'clock like that. You heard?
What good that do me, Kev? I can't eat none of you. What you cooking?
Oh Lord,
you over there cooking, man, wings and stuff, man. I can't eat none of them over here. Yeah, you eating, man. You smacking all in the.
I'm trying down.
Got some red beans and rice over there.
Red beans and some nice turkey wings.
2 days. 2 days ago, Uncle Paulie. That's what I was eating.
Check on Swade and Jerry because I wonder what Jerry is. Did Jerry have a heart attack or something?
Nah, Jerry was here when it broke. He was here when it broke.
Okay.
Yeah, Jerry was here a few months ago.
Yeah, but see, this the positive stuff, man. This the positive stuff, bro. Yeah, we're gonna do it. We're gonna do something on the weekend. Yeah, go ahead, Cal.
I think the Landry sign is gonna help. One receiver in particular that I think that the Saints been really overlooking or they underutilized, and is Lil Jordan Humphrey.
Yeah,
I think with his size and skill, you have a guy like Landry's going to be in as an experienced guy, and you get Mike T coming back. Now he got some guys he can go under and learn from because he been like having to learn on the fly since Mike T been out, so he's been all younger guys out there. But you bring them 2 guys back, that's going to help his game because he got the size and he's still young. So it don't matter if we keep Landry 1 or 2 years. Whenever he leaves, Lil Jordan Humphrey can slide right in, right behind.
Well, I know one thing. I'm gonna see if I could go bet on something because Caesar's betting book had the Saints only winning 7 games this year. Oh, I need to hurry up and get on that and get some money.
They're gonna change that.
That's a good baseline right there. Ain't even no 7 wins on that.
Yeah, that's
about more than that, bro. Double that.
Hey, Big Q.
Yes, sir.
Let me pose this question to the panel right quick. Do y'all think Doug Marrone will be able to get this offensive line back to an elite status? Because after last year, I'm telling you, it was like a mash unit for the offensive line. I think bad consistently, What y'all think?
You got to do something with Ruiz, bro. You got to do something with Ruiz, bro. We can't.
Yeah, I'm with you on that, Kev.
You can't overlook that.
Put him at center.
Whatever.
He gonna be on the street.
I'm on the mindset now, bro. Look, can we get a kind of a trade package together? And look, check it out. Here's what I'm gonna do. Now the Chiefs will be stupid, right? Let's put Ruiz and a 6th round pick and give me Clyde Edwards-Helaire from the Chiefs.
That'd be nice, bro. That'd be nice, man.
I don't think Kansas City go for that.
Kansas City gonna be a fool and give up that day, give him Clyde and Harry and come back home in New Orleans.
He gonna do that.
I don't think Kansas City is gonna be all that this year.
No, especially
Hill, there's gonna be a big difference.
Yeah, especially trade Tyreek Hill. He went to Miami.
Shit, that was their offense, boy.
Yeah, that was their offense. So they're gonna be different this year. Their offense without Tyreek Hill. He went to Miami, back his hometown. So Kansas City they're gonna look like a desperate offense this year, bro. I don't know how they're gonna look like come this season though.
let me throw this at the family members. I got a unofficial depth chart that's up on the screen right now, fam, and this is what the Saints starting offense look right now. So you don't even have to use your imaginations. I'm gonna put it up on the screen for you.
Imagination.
So there you go.
Imagination, man.
As you can
Imagine.
see, the first line right here is the starters right here. You can see Mike Thomas is there, right? Chris
Mm-hmm.
Olave is there, and then slot SWR slot is Jarvis Landry. Is already fixed in the depth chart. You see Penning, Andrews, Eric, McCoy, Cesar Ruiz, and Ramczyk with Troutman as the tight end with Taysom behind him. You see Jameis Winston there. Elvin Kamara, of course, will miss a few games, and Prentice is the fullback. So outside of that, as you can see, family, the Saints wide receiver room is severely improved than what it was last year. I mean,
Yes,
you
it
got
is.
one of the best
Yes, it
wide
was.
receivers, one of the top
Mm-hmm.
three, top four wide receivers in the draft. You land him,
Ain't that
put him
so?
next to Mike Thomas, who's buddies with this kid, who mentors this kid. So there's harmony there. He wants to see him have the best. It won't be somebody fighting over catches like it was with Mike Thomas and Cooks when he was here. So, and
Mm-hmm.
he had to ship him out of here because he didn't want to give it up. We don't have to worry about that. We
Nope.
got Chris
But the
Olave
truth,
and Thomas working together, and then Landry in the slot. You want to make them understand all these Saints hating some bitches out here? Understand what time it is, and we don't even have to look at the defense because we
Big
already
time,
know
And
what
baby.
all
time it
and all
is.
three of them can play the
Doty.
slot. And all three of them
Q,
could be interchangeable and play the slot.
Already.
Q, called Kenny Stills or Kevin White name. That was so good.
Yes, or wasn't. And I think that's gonna be fantastic right there, man. You got Callaway and Harty Harris, and you got Michael Thomas and Olave. Oh, look out, bro. The team's gonna have
Oh,
a
sucky
long
sucky
bad
now.
day for us.
I just hope they can stay healthy, fellas. You
They
know
just
how
gotta
that
stay
is
healthy.
too.
Yeah, that's all they do. That's the bottom line. Stay healthy. We can't have no guys be in and out like this, though, like we had 2 years ago, bro. Can't let that happen again this year, man. We gotta have all our guys full healthy in this full season, and we gotta get this thing locking and ready to go, bro. Because I know that James come back from his injury, Michael Thomas came back from his injury, and I tell you one thing, bro, we still gotta get these guys that's gonna contribute right away. But you know that the offense is getting going, and they're gonna be explosive this year. Because I'm looking forward to offense to get back as a dynamic. You know what I'm saying? Because
Yep.
when you have the weapons like the receiver like Michael Thomas and Chris Olave, and you add Callaway, they could do it and stretch the field. But I think the team's gonna have their hard time to deal with the Saints offense. When you got that running game, you got Kamara and you got Aaron Smith and Mark Ingram carry the load in that backfield, and you got to worry about Taysom too, doing all the damn ball he gonna do as a wildcat packet. And that's gonna tell you, some teams gonna have their hands full against the Saints offense, bro. And I don't think the Saints gonna be thinking they can't do what they do, but they're gonna get the job done and they're gonna come out victorious.
I agree with you. And I think that even without Kamara, we could win the first 4 games. Because we got receivers now. You just have to pace them in the game and don't play them or overplay them. Because
Yeah, but it
so
depends on how. Yeah, it depends on when Kamara gonna probably be like say he gonna miss time during the open the season, but I think you're still gonna carry the running game with Ingram and Smith. And I know Toy Jones Jr. He ain't seen much he did last year. He got hurt, but you can add another running back. That'd be awesome though. And I think you get like a veteran running back because you got like Jared Wilson still out there. You got Tariq Coleman
right.
that Big Q they put up on the screen. You don't want them guys that contribute and help this running game this offense when Kamara come back. Then that's going to be hard to stop the running game too. Other players, when James going to sling that damn ball down around the field though. So that's what's going to take the pressure off of Jameis when you got Taysom and the play action plays that's come right behind that with the running game. That's going to deal with the team or the defense. The team cannot do nothing about that because they're going to have their hands still, but it's going to be tough for them down the stretch when you got to go against the explosive offense the Saints going to be into this year.
And you see, it's all about, and I know y'all agree with me on this. It's all about time of possession. Because
Exactly.
if you keep the ball long, you keep your defense rested. That's
Mm-hmm.
gonna make them even more dangerous. And
For
I
sure.
can see, and I could see go to hell. That's what I call him. Go to hell. Go to
Go to
hell.
hell, man. Kick rocks.
I think that what he's gonna do, he's gonna suspend. I think he's gonna suspend your boy Kamara during the middle of the season. I don't think he's gonna get suspended the first four
Nah,
weeks.
I don't think they're going to be because I think
They're gonna wait till the meat of the schedule. That's when they're gonna probably suspend him.
You on the Subman side, right when the team get hot, start winning. Roger Goodell pull that monkey out the head. You right?
Yeah,
He
and
did
you
it.
know,
He
right
did
there,
it
That
last
made
year.
before.
yeah, cause you know, right there, put anything monkey out of head like a monkey wrench because damn fool, Roger Goodell is a pistol of mix. You know what I'm saying? So I can't stand one, but I think to the point that we're gonna do things we're gonna do, and I think that as long as we're gonna like I say, as long as we can stay this team full healthy in the season, and don't let Kamara when we're gonna see return, wherever they get him suspended, wherever it's gonna be 2 or 3 or something like that. But I think we still gonna carry this running game no matter what though. We still gonna carry the load. We're gonna run the football and everything. That's the key of the offense. Run the football, kill time possession. The defense gonna eat all day. Eat. The defense gonna carry everything on their side. You know what I'm saying? They're gonna take care of their business. But as long as they say, as long as we clear the clock, kill the clock and everything, and come out with a win, and that's all it is, though, bro. We're gonna come out with a dub and take care of what we need to do and be what we do as a team, as a force, because we know we got all these guys on this roster that's gonna do what they're gonna do and do their part. But long as I say, we don't ain't gonna be no struggle and everything, but we're gonna keep this thing focused and keep things up and upper. As long as the offense get everything in the rhythm, you got Jarvis Landry, my guy. You know, I'm calling my nephew. That's my nephew, though, but I call him anyway, though. But that's my boy. The honey badger, you know what I'm saying? That's my role boy. But like I say, the defense gonna do what they do. The offense got to pull up points, and that's what Dan Adams was saying though. Pull up points, score points and everything, carry and everything, and get everything the job done. And that's how we're gonna do this year.
And you know we're gonna run. And you know I don't think I think our offensive scheme, and I'm gonna say this too. I think our offensive scheme is gonna be more based on, oh God, what you call that when you fake the run from the pass, play action. Because Jameis is good at play action and throwing to the tight end.
Right, then we saw that last year though. We saw that in the opening when we played Green Bay in Jacksonville when he threw it to Juwan Johnson in that post on that touchdown. We know that Jameis got the chemistry with the tight ends though. We know that Jameis gonna put the ball when the tight end wide open. He knows that he can stretch that ball anywhere though. He put that ball right on the angle, and that's what we saw that last year. Prior to he gonna do the same thing this year. I think Jameis is smart with the ball though. Jameis don't do things no crazy thing and get rid of the ball out of the way on purpose. Jameis is so easy because he do so slightly, but he confirmed that he do things so as the best that he is though. That's what Jameis the most about as a quarterback. But he know he got the style of the play. He know what kind of person he is. He know what kind of quarterback he is though. But the reality that he's still more as a top quarterback in the game. I know he's elite. I know he do as best everything he put in form. But in the bottom line is Jameis still know he take care of the ball anywhere it goes. He don't make mistakes and everything. He don't get the ball and turn the ball like he did last year. He was so good till he went down and got hurt. But the thing is that you're going to show that Jameis going to come out as a breakout year for the Black Gold Nation this season, and he's going to have a comeback year into anywhere it goes. But Jameis is still the guy that he is down the stretch.
And I agree with you on that because I've on several occasions I've gone back and I've looked at those 30 picks he had. But the thing is, most of it wasn't even his fault.
No.
Because you saw receivers breaking off their pattern, not right in the run pattern, or the ball deflecting off their hands. So
you're right.
It wasn't all
not
on him.
Receiver not fighting for the ball, just well.
No, because he had but see when Jameis was a rookie, right? He had no kind of offense. He had no running game. He had no offensive line protect him, no pocket, don't give him no time possession. So the thing is, but when he was in Tampa in 2015, we played against him, he struggled. You know, he threw the third interception though when he threw the third touchdown, but he never had success in Tampa because he never had a good head coach. He never had a good staff. He had a good call and play and everything. So he had a bad year in Tampa as a rookie. But now he with the Black and Gold Saints. When he came in 2020, when Drew Brees was our quarterback, he had success.
Right, and I'm gonna tell you,
that's why you want to put because when Sean Payton was our head coach, he learned that Sean Payton that Jameis know that he learned from the head coach that called a good plays. But when I'm trying to put that Sean Payton is a good head coach. He's a mindset. He's a GM. But Sean Payton been struggling every time he not has a good play call like he was though when Drew Brees was our quarterback all these years. But now that changed by. But now you put Jameis as our quarterback now and replace the Hall of Fame like Drew Brees is. You learn the offense of the system.
Yeah, I'm gonna tell you. I agree with you. And I'm gonna tell you this much. Now, I don't know if y'all saw this tape, this video. I think it was on YouTube where it was showing Jameis was in this all-star football game and he threw an interception. I looked at that. He wasn't even trying. You could see it in his face. Oh man, I'm just saying this to be here. And he just threw the ball. He basically was playing like they play in the Pro Bowl. Because in the Pro Bowl, y'all know they don't go all out at the Pro Bowl.
Mm-hmm.
So
You got that right. Basically, flag football.
Yeah, it's like a flag football, like you playing like
that's exactly what it is.
Yeah, it's like a regular football, like you playing high school football, something like that.
And it's funny how they own this boy, but like I said, he's gonna get the last laugh.
He's gonna get the last laugh because they hate on James because James can't get the job done. They think James not the guy for us as a point, but I'm saying I don't listen to social media, Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, all that crap because people just don't understand that the Saints are who they is though. The Saints are the best team in the NFL. But they made it against them because they embarrassed because they know Saints can do what they do. They get every win anywhere it go. But they coming against it because they taking everything away from we can't go and have a successful season though. So that's why I'm just trying to explain that you can say all your stuff, you can talk all that smack what you want, NFL Network, ESPN, all that day. They can say all they want because they can run their mouth, but we're gonna get the last laugh, but they're gonna be jealous.
Yeah,
and when they get jealous, they're gonna be embarrassed.
I'm gonna tell you right now. Just imagine how Peyton is going to feel when we win the Super Bowl this year without him. Because I already predicted after this year, they're going to tear that contract. Jameis is going to be our quarterback for at least the next 5 to 8 years after the season. Watch what I tell y'all. And in that time, I could see us winning at least a total of 2 or 3 Super Bowls in that span. And that's more than what Peyton did. 1 Super Bowl in what, 20 years?
20 years since 2009.
That's a long time.
That's a long time.
This
long years though.
It's great.
I only want to see Andy Dalton and Mop Up do that at the end of the game.
Nah.
This terrific sign is this offseason by the Black and Gold.
Yes, it is.
And the entire Who Dat Nation approves. I mean, we've been saying this for a while, is that let's get the guys necessarily, that we need to bring this thing further, to bring it to the next level. Because you got players here that's on the time clock. We know Cam Jordan, we know Demario Davis and others that are here, that these guys are on the clock, and you get a certain amount of people. And we said it. You didn't have to blow up the team. You had a few pieces here, a few pieces there, and it will work out. And the Saints did that. They got the best slot man if everybody stays healthy, God willing. One of the best man in Saints history to ever play the slot in Jarvis Landry, an absolute beast who catches everything, blocks everything, smooth route runner. You got Mike Thomas coming back with a chip on his shoulder, been listening over the last almost 2 years of people disrespecting him, saying he ain't worth it and that and the third. You already played pissed off and upset it already. That's the only thing Mike Thomas does know how to do, is to prove the doubters wrong. That's what he does.
Well, yeah, man,
so he'll come back. He got Chris Olave that he's schooling on him. Footage I was watching with them working out together. So they all on it. When Jameis Winston gets healthy, totally healthy, and he's cleared to go into the practice activities, that he's going to, of course, be in there on the side working with the wide receivers, developing that chemistry like he's seen him do last year when he was working with other wide receivers to kind of work on that chemistry between them. So yes, and some of the family members were saying in the chat that, hey, there's no more excuses, Q. Jameis now has all of the weapons. He has Jarvis Landry, has Chris Olave, he has Mike Thomas there. Kamara is somebody you got to look out for, even though I think Abram Smith's a guy the Saints are kind of high on, based on what I'm looking at. And of course, you look at the tight end position. Can Troutman step up? But the hard thing is Troutman, with all these weapons around, you're not going to be asking these guys to do, in terms of guys like Troutman, to do a lot. It's definitely what they're progressively getting better at. So, yes, last thing to do for the Saints, one more thing left to do for the Saints, and that is simply the acquisition of Quan Alexander, the re-signing of Quan Alexander back to the defense, and you got a Super Bowl team right there.
Right, I'm gonna say two more things, and I know you're ready to go. I'm gonna say 2 more things. My first thing I'm gonna say is, only thing Jameis has to do, it's not all on him. Only thing he has to do is be a point guard, making the basketball reference. That's all he has to do, because he got the weapons. He don't need to be the whole cog of the team. Now he's just a piece. He's not the main. He don't have to be the main piece like he had to be, because if I'm not mistaken, they had a decent quarterback before they drafted Jameis. They had that boy Josh whatever from Kansas City, who was real good at Kansas City, and look how they ruined that boy.
Oh, Josh Freeman.
Yeah, Josh Freeman. It ruined him. He was real good at Kansas, if I'm not mistaken. And now I'm gonna tell
Jason
you,
Campbell.
I'm about to go way out there. I'm about to go way out there and say this. Wouldn't it be interested if the next thing you'd hear about the Saints done traded some players to bring the other homeboy home? What y'all think about that? Who y'all think I'm talking about?
Odell.
What would y'all say about that if they did a trade and it was to get Odell?
I think
to come home?
Odell's a free agent though, isn't he?
Yeah. Well, they could got some kind of way free up some money and get him too. Wouldn't that be some shit?
That would be special. I think he's still rehabbing. I don't think he's ready to go yet, but
Yeah, but he'd be somebody we could use later on in the season.
thank you, Jesse.
It's a long season.
Yeah, well, let me say this. That's intriguing. A lot of people thinking that might be the case because I don't know about it, but I mean, I wouldn't be surprised, to be honest with you, because I mean, it's a freaking reunion of LSU star talent that started with Tyrann Mathieu, and now it's official with Jarvis Landry. Who else do they say? You know what, you guys gonna be having too much fun. Let me jump in that thing. And he was close to coming here before. And the only thing is, what would his contract look like? I mean, the Saints, the particulars of the Jarvis Landry deal hadn't been released. We know it's a 1-year deal though,
Right.
which means it's probably a prove it deal. But Jesse, thank you for your super
Yeah,
chat.
you're gonna sign a long-term contract.
Jesse
You're gonna sign a long-term contract.
Jesse Jackson says Cody Burns have to listen to this vet wide receiver room, and they have to listen to him to make this happen. This is a good point. Jesse, keep hope alive, and thank you for your super chat. Is the fact that you are absolutely right. Cody Burns, rookie wide receiver coach that the Saints brought in, part of the fresh blood of Dennis Allen on the offense, getting him. Rookie to the wide receiver room. He has veterans in there like Jarvis Landry and Michael Thomas that he would have to learn from and they would have to learn from. So that's going to be a difficult, I ain't going to say a difficult, but that's going to be something. Because you have, they're going to have to respect this man, listen to him as a coach, and he would have to learn from them, and they would have to learn from them, which it have to be a symbiotic relationship. So I think the culture of the Saints team, it fosters that anyway. Is that, I think Cody Burns would come in, and he won't be this dictator type. I was looking at his coaching style when we broke him down when the Saints hired him, and I was listening to him in like a half a dozen different, well, more than that, like almost 10 or 12 different sessions when I'm listening to him and listen to his interviews and see what kind of process, because a lot of people kind of peruse past Cody Burns signing. Three things that were really big outside of the obvious signings of Landry and Mathieu in the draft were, one, the Doug Marrone sign at the offensive line. That's going to be huge for the Saints. Two, the Cody Burns new wide receiver coach, rookie out of University of Tennessee. That's going to be big to see how he impacts that wide receiver. Fundamental, good speaker, stern, but a guy that you could tell listens. So that he will have to learn from Mike and Jarvis, listen to them, and then they will have to listen to him and have to be symbiotic. And the third one, that brother Ross, when he was on, he touched on it, was the signing of that strength, not the strength coach, but the whatchamacallit coach that comes in. And this guy was a master, the performance coach, the trainer, the performance coach who comes in with a good reputation as dealing with cutting down those soft tissue injuries on the injury side of things. So these are all very important signings, and the Saints just didn't touch upon the personnel on the field, but even went into the coaching staff and improved upon. They was trying to get that's Dr. Rhea. They was trying to get both of them dudes from Alabama, but the other guy stayed. The Saints wanted them both, but the other guy stayed there. But man, let me tell you something. They've covered the waterfront on what they need to do to make this team better. And the sign Landry and Mathieu after the draft was the only thing left is Quan Alexander and maybe a veteran running back to give competition to the room, and maybe you throw a veteran tight end in there. That'll be all right. But the Saints are pushing toward greatness. We know Super Bowl. When we hear and we know a Super Bowl goddamn team, when we hear when you bring Jarvis Landry with a healthy Mike Thomas and the Chris Olave, top 3 or 4 best draft wide receiver, then what you have on defense, well, how could you not be thinking anything but Super Bowl? Who's in opposition to you this year in your division? Nobody. No disrespect to
Nobody.
Carolina or Atlanta. They're both in rebuild modes, and probably by the 4th or 5th game, they'll be starting those quarterbacks. The Niners, the Panthers going to roll out with Golden Corral, and then Atlanta will roll out with Ritter. You know, these are rookie guys. They're in the building mode. They're not there yet, but they understand and know that, yeah, we ain't playoff teams yet, but we have to be building up on something. And Tampa Bay are weaker than what they were. They are. They're not strong. They're not as gifted as they were last year. They got guys coming off injuries, guys that left, rookies there. So it's going to be a tough year for old TB12. And then you span past that to the NFC. Who you looking at? You got all them guys that could cause you problems. You're going to be playing them in the regular season. I just want to let you know that. You got a deadline. You got the Rams. You got them on schedule. You got the Arizona Cardinals on schedule. The only one you don't have on schedule that could be that you probably going to see in the playoffs is Green Bay, but you eviscerated them last year. So, and then, to my opinion, they're a little weaker than what they were last year, right? With Adams. So, all those teams that's going to be issues in terms of you
Green
going
Bay
into
has
playoffs,
no weapons.
you're going to be going at them.
No, they don't.
You're going to be going to 49ers. They picking Stephen A. Smith. Stephen A. Smith picked dumbass Stephen A. Smith picked the 49ers when Orlovsky asked them, who do you have that's better than the Saints? And that was prior to the Landry signing. He said, well, I got Tampa Bay, put Tampa Bay up there. That son bitch put up there 49ers.
Man, get cross on that,
He
man.
He put 49ers up there. And Orlovsky asked him the 49ers, you don't even know who their quarterback gonna be.
You don't know.
You don't even know.
We
You don't even know if Deebo Samuel's gonna be there. Well, until he goes until he goes somewhere, he on the team. I'm like, what? Deebo Samuel.
We coming back for our shit.
He's ain't gonna be like hit the make, bro.
Sit your ass down. Give my shit back. Give my cup back.
Yeah,
give my little cup. Give my little championship cup.
They got it for 1 year. And remember the first year when the Saints took it, they was finesse. Say they tried to give it to Tampa Bay. We broke this down. The first year when Tom Brady was there, that first time around, what was it? The last year was they was trying to make it where the Saints had to beat the Carolina Panthers out so that they can win it. But the Carolina Panthers was already eliminated. What you mean I got to beat an eliminated team to win the division? What are you talking about? But see, they did that to give Tampa Bay an opportunity to win. The Saints ultimately ended up winning. The Tampa had to go in as the non-winner in the playoff race, but Saints gave up the ghost. In that year, they were beating Tampa Bay by double digits and allowed them to come back in, giving them sharp fields all the way down. Offense literally imploded in the game. I mean, just foolishness. So, I mean, at the end of the day, you got to understand, the Saints not scared of Tampa Bay, and I'm not disrespecting the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. A big game, James' squad. I'm just letting you know that the Saints are not taken back by the mystique of Tom Brady. We're not. We're not. You see what C.D. Deuce did when he stood up in his face like that with his arms? Yeah, and Tom Brady didn't. And remember, C.D. Deuce didn't move. Tom Brady went somewhere else. He stepped in Tom Brady's way. Tom Brady was supposed to get your ass out of there, push him out the way. Push him out the way. That's how you suppose you walking and the guy just steps in front of you with his arms folded, right? And you get your ass out the way. That's how I would handle. I would be like, man, get your little ass out the way.
You see how you roll? You see how he rolled up? See how he rolled up on a Honey Badger in the Super Bowl? I bet you he ain't gonna roll up like that on CD.
Man,
the Saints.
This is all different because the Saints in navigating all the stuff that we navigated. Malcolm Jenkins retired, and Marcus Williams went somewhere else. We finally understood that. You upgraded the secondary room. No disrespect to Marcus Williams and Malcolm Jenkins. You got the Honey Badger here with Marcus May. Marcus May, a lot of people don't know about Marcus May. You need, go investigate the film. This dude was a guy that they were supposed to draft, and we were saying that at the time, like when they were looking at him, just like this past draft, instead of the Saints wanted, what's his name, from Penn State, the safety from Penn State that went to pick before the Saints went with Taylor.
Oh, you talking about Brisker?
Brisker. They wanted Brisker, but we knew it because they were Dennis Allen was ranting and raving about that guy on film. It was the perfect matchup. They wanted him, but he went the pick before, so they went with Taylor. A similar scenario happened several years ago when the Saints were interested in May. and they were looking at May. They wanted May. And remember, even a couple years ago, the Saints were they were talking with the Jets to try to acquire May via trade. It didn't pan out though.
Yeah.
So eventually it comes back around is what I'm saying. So the Saints originally wanted May. They came back with May, and the reason why is because May is a good, versatile safety that loves to hit. He's really intelligent, has eye discipline. He has some stuff he got to clean up, but these are really this secondary. My goodness. My goodness, this secondary under Coach Richard, who kept saying he wants a legion of boom defense. This is with the legion of boom secondary and a no-fly zone type secondary. You think you got it now?
Got it on paper.
So questions was the offense. Questions the offense that met it. Jameis Winston's got his weapons. Let's go. It's Super Bowl city now.
Let's roll this thing, man. Let's roll it.
For the next couple of years. Let's get it.
Let's go.
But anyway, fam, listen, I'm gonna have to end the stream on that one. Listen, I'm so happy, and I know the family members are happy with me. The Who That Nation,
I'm happy
Great
myself,
Saint,
man.
Think Tank. You heard Brother Byron. Brother Byron's happy. Brother Prime, Uncle Paulie, Jim Kev, everybody in the chat is happy about the signing. I just want to give Dennis Allen and Mickey.
It's time. All right. I'm gonna say 14-3. Give me some predictions, people.
I would say 15-2.
All right.
I would say I say 13, 14 games. The Saints stay healthy. The C-19 don't hit us too hard. We do what we're supposed to do.
You brought it up. You was thinking like McHugh. Let's pray. It's COVID-19.
Right. It's the C-19 stuff. It's not impacting right now. But I'm telling you, they're gonna bring that stuff back. It's gonna come back because they got rid of a lot of the restrictions. A lot of it's falling off, but a lot of that stuff is gonna come back when it get cold. Might not be to the degree of what it was originally, but it's gonna come back. So you still have to factor that in. Injuries as well. The team can remain healthy, and we should be fine. The good thing is if Kamara is suspended for an extended period of games, we'll get him probably midway through the season. A lot of people saying anywhere between 3 to 6 games. He's a big part of what the Saints are going to do.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
So, and then it's the Adam Troutman question. Is the Troutman in his third year has to step up? We know Taysom's there. Jawan Johnson is there.
Nah, Troutman going to be cut. Watch what I tell you.
I think he steps up, Brother Prime. I just said, but I'd say 13. I would say 13, 14 games with all things considered. The family members in the building. Lori says 13-4. KK says 15-3. Much love to the Queens. All right. 32-10. Comondo says 13 plus games. Thank you. T-Rob says 16-1. Thank you, T-Rob. Jay Nola says 12-5. Might build some character. Okay, thank you. Yeah, and Jeff Ireland too. Yeah, that's true.
We try to get that first seed in the playoffs too, Q.
Yeah, that first seed, that number 1 seed, something like that.
See, I couldn't be the coach. You know what my approach would be, gentlemen? My approach would be as coach would be, fuck losing the AFC games. Let's win all our NFC games. That would be my approach.
They get it going early, so the NFC South gets going early. The first 3 games are against NFC South competition. I love how that works out because it wakes you out of that malaise. You're like, okay, these games count because it's in the NFC South. We can control it early by what we're doing right here. Then we get into the interconference schedule. So I love how the schedule's set up. And then the bye don't come until week 14. So you get a really late bye in the season. So
we gonna be a Ferrari, and the Yuccaneers are gonna be a little mutt that's trying to run after us.
Yeah, like a mutt, like a fluff.
All right. So with that'll do it for the stream. Listen, fam, I appreciate each and every last one of y'all for being on the stream tonight.
Man.
Much love to y'all.
You know how we do, bro.
Appreciate y'all. And with that being said, y'all please feel free to hit the hell out the like button. Hit the like button. Share the show stream. This is big news for the Black and Gold. We shall return on our Saturday stream and open it up and talk a little bit about it more.
But we're going to have a great year, y'all. We're going to have a fantastic season. Look forward to it, bro.
So we got to come with a name for the defense.
Let's get it going. Who That Nation for life, baby. And I'll holler at y'all.
The offense is Black Raid.
Yeah, we got, it's definitely there. I think they'll figure that one out there. Brother Prime and that defense, man. But it's definitely a Legion of Boom style. They got a lot of talent there, man. We just got to make sure what's on paper ends up on the field, man, and we should be fine. All right, y'all, we're going to holler at y'all later. Much love to y'all, and we're going to be out.
Fam. Peace.
Much love.